Good morning, beautiful people. This is Sheena, the lady behind the mask. As always, I'm here dropping in to have a chat. I call it the little motivation that I spread through the world. And, my conversation definitely is about how many times there's a communication barrier because we don't take the time to understand each other in order to understand what's going on or why was it confused or just communicate, period. There's a communication gap because people won't take the time to actually conversate about really what is on their heart and their mind. They prefer to go with whatever scenario is in their head and, just not get the point of view of everything that's going on. And I honestly call that being selfish. There's a lot of times there's a communication gap because people don't take the time to sit and have that real conversation. Like, you don't sit and say, hey, this is what's going on with me, this is how I feel, and this is how, it's coming off from whatever you may feel. We need to take the time out to stop, listen, and actually communicate the right way. A lot of times we prefer to conversate and take in whatever our own thoughts are and not take the time to conversate on a real level with people. And that kind of causes the communication gap between people, kids, adults, children, whatever it may be. And a lot of times we just need to stop and listen to each other and don't conversate just to say, all right, we had a conversation and said, oh, I tried, and that's not really what happened. A lot of times there's a conversation gap because there's a problem and nobody is ready and willing to hear the truth of what really is what it is. Because like they say, there's always a few sides to each story. And the thing about it is figuring out what's the truth and what's not. Everybody has an opinion doesn't mean that everybody's opinion is what exactly what happened. We all flow different. We all have different attitudes. We all have different vibes. We all have different meanings of certain things. But if you're not communicating and letting people know how you feel, or you're not communicating and actually listening to understand the person that you're communicating with, there will always be a communication gap. Like for me, it's times me and my kids, we have miscommunications because they didn't understand what I said or I might have misunderstood what they said. But that's why you have to stop and be patient. You have to really listen to people and understand where they're coming from. Don't just understand where you're coming from. You have to take in everybody, account for everyone's feelings. Everybody has feelings. We are all human. But if you don't stop to appreciate what the person is saying and feeling, you will never understand the person that you're trying to communicate with. So thoughts for today is just stop, listen, and honestly appreciate what somebody else's feelings is about to understand the communication gap that is a lot of people happening in this world because they're not stopping and listening. They're too ready for everybody to understand what they feel and not understand what the next person feels. So thoughts for today, let's just stop and communicate. Stop and listen. Life's too short. I want to say this has been the lady behind the mask. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Keep your head up and God bless.